We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Here's Cade York to start the ball game, and off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Oh, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. In motion comes Walker.
Shut up!
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. This one complete right side. 16 yards on the gain and a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Get out!
Off the play fake, Jackson going for it all. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Sit down!
Second down, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Third and long for Jackson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he's gonna give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Here we go, sir.
On first down, Lawrence. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. That is hauled in at the 5. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. Here's Warren, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Jaylen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 9 for the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield,
Ready?
The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
His comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson up top again. That's into the hands of Flowers. Down inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? We just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Here we go,
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's hot.
A run out of the gun with Warren. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Silver!
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Hey, go!
Second down
go.
and 8.
Red.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second rounder. And the Ravens are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Jackson out of the pistol. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Ready up!
1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph! Here we go,
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. No chance at all. He'll go down.
On the ready!
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd
Hey,
and
Lion!
long.
Here we go,
They'll run straight ahead with Warren.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there,
On red.
I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Lisa 24.
Now here's Lawrence. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. How about 19 yards on that one? And they're in business. It's first and goal.
It's hot.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Rip 23.
Second and goal.
It's hot.
One more time with Warren. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jaylen Warren, touchdown Steelers. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. York now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers take a 14-8 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
180.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore. They'll motion over Flowers. Now a run on first down. And it'll get forward to about the 42. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Jackson looking to throw. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out.
DC,
Nice
DC,
pickup
ready?
of
DC,
9.
DC. Set hot, hot.
They'll motion over Flowers.
Set hot.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively,
DC, ready?
everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Finish it hot.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set hot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
DC, ready? 180. Set hot.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Silver.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Oh, he is going to be swarmed under, met in the end zone. It's a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with a safety, but Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just a play go, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
Hey, Alpha, set hot. 180.
They'll motion over Flowers.
Set.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Hey, gold, gold. Gold, gold. Red, red.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Ready, break. Hey, easy. Ralph, Ralph. Ralph, Ralph.
2nd down, Lawrence. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended.
Hey, middle,
Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
They'll come up here first and
Hey,
10.
Lion. Here we go, Sahan.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
On red. Here we go, Sahan.
Lawrence now on second down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Steeler first down.
Silver.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Hey.
Here's second and 3 to go.
Here we go, Sahan.
Now a handoff, running right. Has some room inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Here we go, Sahan.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest.
Powering forward, he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Slot man in motion right. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Alpha, sit on.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Report. Alpha.
Up the middle they go. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
180.
On first down, right back to Mitchell. And he'll get about 5.
Get on! On! Get on!
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
$180. Shut up!
They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit. Ravens bring their punt team out. And they'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
Red on red. There's a high.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42.
Red.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Hey, Ron!
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here goes a high.
They go play action for Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike,
Great
is just
job.
to simply get the ball out of
Rip,
the quarterback's
23.
hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's
Here we
by
go.
design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line
let's
up,
go.
I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one
ready?
guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, gold! Gold! Here goes a high.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or 2 shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack. 2nd and 11.
Hey, easy. Ralph! Here we go, huh?
A run up the middle with Warren. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Hey, Lion, Lion!
The tight end going in motion to the left.
It's hot.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. In motion comes Andrews. In the pistol, Jackson ready. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's taken on this side of midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
On red. It's hot.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Red on red. Red.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back 24. To go.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. The ball's out. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On play action, here's Jackson. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White in coverage. Knocks that one away.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot!
They'll try to run. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
11. Here we go, son.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks.
Run!
And I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Rip, 23. Here we go, son.
Here's Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
DC, ready?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
180.
In motion comes Andrews.
Sit hot.
Pistol formation with Jackson.
Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
In motion comes Andrews.
Sit hot.
2nd down, Jackson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd.
Ready.
3rd and 5.
Shot.
Jackson. That's caught by Walker. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. A design run here with Jackson. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's gonna look for the home run ball. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense,
let's go.
They're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Hey, go!
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go,
Now a give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. And now
On the set.
it's 3rd down.
It's hot.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll have the 1st down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
Ready up. Sync.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.